Yes. Today, I'm looking to save you a lot of time, a lot of, depressing days because I actually lost a lot when I started day trading. Okay. And I want to just go over a couple of things that I learned, right? That's going to help you in the beginning because as a new trader, we sometimes think we know it all or we think that we are heading down the right path, but honestly, you're probably doing a lot of things that's wrong. So I want to save you some time. Okay. It took me 8 years. I know that's a lot of time, but it is what it is. So let's go and talk about things that I wish I had learned in the past and things that could have helped me if I knew this in the beginning. So the first thing is don't focus too much on profits, focus on process. In the beginning, a lot of people focus on profits. I want to make X amount a day, maybe $50 a day, $100 a day, or they focus too much on a losing day, right? Oh my gosh, I lost X amount of money this day. And honestly, in the beginning, guys, if you literally just say, I'm going to forget about the money and focus on the process, I almost guarantee you that you will be a much better trader than 95% of traders out here, because most traders will focus too much on the money in the beginning. So instead of saying, oh man, I had a bad day, focus on what made that day bad. Like, was it your fault? Or maybe it wasn't your fault, okay? But just don't, beat yourself up just because you didn't make a certain amount. Now, the next thing I wish I knew when it comes to, me starting out, I wish I had a routine, okay? Waking up a certain time a day, every single day. Maybe, doing a quick workout in the beginning, having a light breakfast, doing something that will prepare me for the trading day, okay? Have a checklist, make sure that I go over my levels or make sure I go over my mistakes that I need to correct, right? Having some type of routine every single day, I believe that will prepare you when the market open. Because if you just flip up your laptop and say, all right, the market is bullish, okay, let me look for some trades, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a difference between you actually preparing the right way every single day, the same routine, get you in that game mode where you are prepared to actually take action and do the right things. Because we all know that trading, we can easily do the wrong things. So having that routine will prepare you to lock in as soon as the market opens so you can actually follow your rules. Now, next thing is I wish I didn't focus too much on looking for the Holy Grail, right? Man, when I first started out, guys, I was looking for the Holy Grail. And the Holy Grail is basically what that means is looking for a strategy that's going to work 90% of the time, 95% of the time, and that doesn't exist. Okay, yes, you will find strategies that work often, and you will have a decent winning streak, but you're going to have times where things are slow. Okay, and I wish that I wasn't in that mode, or I wasn't really searching for that Holy Grail, because it doesn't exist, right? A lot of people will make it seem like if you're not trading this strategy, you're doing things wrong. And I used to get caught up with that. And what I realized, being a professional trader has nothing to do with the strategy. Okay? It has to do with the individual, okay? Because the individual could actually take a professional strategy and still mess it up. So having a strict plan, a very specific plan, honestly, is the Holy Grail. Now, next thing I wish I learned when I was a new trader, I wish I learned a candlestick and a level isn't a strategy. So what do I mean? So when I used to trade, right, every time I saw a pin bar on a chart, I would take a trade, okay? Because I thought the pin bar was a strategy. Or every time the market pulled back to a 20 moving average, I would take a trade because I thought the 20 moving average was a strategy, right? And same goes on for, support and resistance. So I realized that, a candlestick, a level is not a strategy. You need multiple things to actually come up with a strategy, okay? A lot of people will say, supply and demand is a strategy, or order blocks, or fair value gaps, or double tops, or this candlestick. No, guys, that's not a strategy. That's part of your strategy, but that's not a strategy, right? You need a lot of things to line up to actually have a strategy. Time of day, your entry, your exits, how many times you're gonna trade during the day, what's gonna be your schedule, so on and so on, okay? You wanna learn when not to trade, okay? Because all that stuff is actually your strategy, okay? That goes to the next thing I wanna talk about is I wish I learned to study the days that I do not want to trade. Okay, this is a very big one because as a new trader, you want to trade every single day. There's nothing wrong with that. You can actually, do it if you want to. But some days you probably don't want to trade, right? You probably want to say, you know what? I don't like how today's looking. I'd rather wait for tomorrow. And I wish I learned to study the days that I do not want to trade, because certain days you don't want to risk your capital. You don't want to risk your mental capital. And in the beginning, it's going to be hard to figure out these days. So it's going to be trial and error. So don't worry about, oh man, I don't know, the days that I don't want to trade, but just journal, take screenshots, and eventually you're going to learn, okay, these are the days that I don't want to trade. Now, next thing I wish I learned, okay, when I was starting out was know what I was good at. Because once you know what you are good at, that can definitely help you with knowing, okay, today I don't want to trade because I'm not good at trading these type of days, right? So knowing what you're good at and actually doubling down on that, right? Actually doing more of that. So let's say, for example, you are very good at, trading reversals. Maybe you need to trade more of that. Or maybe you are good at specific entries. Maybe you need to focus on that. So a lot of times, a lot of people just want to trade, especially if you're a new trader. You just want to trade. You just want to trade, but you're not really trying to focus and hone and really study what you are good at. And if you could find that out automatically, trust me, your trading will improve just because of that. Now, next thing I wish I learned was, just learn more about trading psychology, okay? Read more trading psychology books, okay? Mike Douglas, he created a lot of good books, Trading in the Zone, and he has another one. And I think he has more, I forgot the name of the books, but also study trading psychology because that will help you with your mental game, help you understand the market, and it will help you not just looking at the market in a strategy way, but more like, okay, I have to do this in order to actually become, an elite trader, because trading is more a mental game, versus a physical game. So mentally, we have to be prepared. And these trading psychology books will definitely help you out. Actually, I do have a trading psychology video. Check that out too, because I believe that will help you out. Now, the next thing I wish I did was I wish I had a accountability partner. Honestly, sometimes it's hard to actually find a good accountability partner, but if you could find one, man, that will definitely help you with your trading, because accountability partner is almost like having a boss, right? The reason why you go to work on time every single day, the reason why you follow, the rules at work every single time, or do the right things at work every single day or every single week, is because you know that if you don't do those things, you will be punished, right? Maybe they will write you up, or maybe they will fire you. So you know that, okay, I got to be on point when it comes to doing my job. Now, the same thing with trading, having an accountability partner is almost like having a boss, because we know that, okay, if we don't do good, we got to answer to that partner, right? And one of the things you can do is you can have, something in place where every time you do something wrong, you have to either give your accountability partner some money, or that person has to punish you some type of way. I don't know what it is, but it's some type of punishment so you can actually behave a certain way, because it's so easy for us to break our rules because we have no boss, we have nobody saying, hey, don't do that, right? So having an accountability partner, I wish I had that in the beginning. Now, if you don't find one, it's okay. You can still work through trading, okay? But I'm just saying that if you could find one, that's definitely a good thing. Now, next thing is I wish I, learned from smart people, right? Smart traders that's actually pretty good at the game, and learn from someone that's doing it, and maybe seeing live videos of them trading and things like that. So me, I would definitely try to learn a little bit more. I was trying to look at free videos online a lot, and I was trying to just look at maybe 1 or 2 videos, and I wouldn't go too deep into education. And I wish I just said, you know what, let me just invest in my education sooner, because it took me a long time. But definitely learning from, traders that are very good at this game. The next thing is I wish I learned how to get rid of my habits right away. It took me a long time to get rid of my habits. That's because I didn't really have nothing in place, okay? Usually what you really want to do is when you break a rules, right, you want to write down that rule, right, that same day. And what you want to do is you want to create some type of action plan for the next day, so you can say, all right, today I'm going to do blank. So let's say, for example, you revenge trade, right? Now, you can't say, oh, well, I revenge trade tomorrow, I'm not going to revenge trade. No, we want to find out why you revenge trade, because that is the main thing you want to focus. So, okay, the reason why I revenge trade is because I risked too much on a trade and I lost a lot of money and I wanted to get back that money. Okay, so now tomorrow, we know, all right, since we risked a lot on that trade, now the way we're going to deal with that is we are not going to risk a lot of money per trade, because we know that if we do and we lose, it's going to bring us in revenge mode. So this is how you actually become a better trader, by coming up with action plans the very next day, because you can't wait by the end of the week or, you know, a couple of weeks down the road, or you say, oh, tomorrow, yeah, I'm not going to revenge trade. No, you got to create some type of action plan so you can deal with that tomorrow. And I wish I learned that in the beginning, because that would definitely help me with my, you know, my bad habits. Now, next thing I wish I learned not to do was, you know, take trades just because I'm bored. I know a lot of you guys sometimes take trades because you're bored, right? Sometimes trading could be boring because you're just waiting for the right trade. Now, honestly, what I used to do was I'll say, okay, let's say I used to risk $100 a trade, and then the boring trades, I say, you know what, let me just risk $20 on that trade. And what would happen, right? I would actually take a $20 loss and then trade again, take another $20 loss, and then next thing you know, that $20 loss is now a $200 loss, because now I'm in this snowball revenge mode and I'm trying to get back my money. So trading when you're bored, guys, is the wrong thing, because it's going to, even if you're trading small amounts, those paper cuts is going to add up. Trading when you're bored, don't do it. It's a waste of time. Now, the next thing I wish I learned when I started out was sizing down, right? Don't size up too much, right, in the beginning, because mentally you can't handle that, right? If you are new to trading and you're not used to losing, I don't know, let's say, you know, $300 per trade, mentally it's going to hurt you, right? It's hard to really be a good trader if you're scared, right? And I used to risk a lot because I wanted to make money. Again, it's going back to the first thing we talked about in the beginning. I was focused too much on the profits, right? I wanted, you know, money. So I was focused too much on the money. Now, when you risk big and you're not used to losing that type of money, you're not going to trade the right way because you're scared, right? So if you're risking too much in the beginning, you're never going to be relaxed. You're never going to be calm when trading, and that's really going to affect you. So you can't be a scared trader and expect to be a profitable trader being scared. It's like those two things really, honestly, it's very hard to do. So the best thing to do is size down, guys. Size down. It's okay. You know, build your account up little by little. Trust me, by next year, you're going to realize, wow, I can't believe it. You know, those little profits is starting to add up, right? So try not to size up too much, especially if you haven't proven that you can actually size up, and that will definitely help you. So my last one, right, is going to be switching strategies. In the beginning, you know, it's good to test out different strategies to see which one fits you, but it's going to come time where you know, okay, I really understand the market. Now it's time to hone on, or now it's time to focus on one strategy, and that's it. Okay, I had a problem switching strategies, you know, throughout my whole career when I was, you know, learning. So I wish I learned when not to switch, you know, strategies like crazy. I wish I just stuck to one strategy and say, you know what, let me master this one strategy. So those are the things that I learned, guys, throughout this, you know, brutal 8 years of losing. But I just want to share my thoughts and my knowledge. Hopefully this will help a lot of new traders that's coming in the market. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you want to learn how I trade, link below in the description. I have a discount going on, and comment below because I try to answer all your guys' questions. Thanks a lot for your time, and please have a great day.